Some moments change you forever. Moments of intense fire and pressure that burn away the person you were, only to reveal the person you were always meant to be. For Zenitsu Agatsuma, that moment was the shattering news of his master's death. This isn't the story of the terrified crying boy we're used to. This is the story of how grief and fury forged a brand new, peerless form of thunder breathing for the sole purpose of revenge. This is the story of Zenitsu's Godspeed and the birth of a legend. To understand the lightning that finally struck, we must go back to the storm that had been brewing for years. The former Thunder Hashira, Jigoro Kuwajima, took 2 apprentices under his wing, Kaigaku and Zenitsu. Kaigaku was talented and arrogant, mastering 5 of the 6 thunder-breathing forms with ease. Yet he could never learn the first form, the very foundation of the style. He saw Zenitsu as pathetic scum, and then there was Zenitsu. A boy crippled by fear, saved from a life of debt by the man he called Gramps. While Kaigaku mastered 5 forms, Zenitsu could only learn 1. The first form, Thunderclap and Flash. He was clumsy, he wept, but Jigoro saw his untapped potential. He told Zenitsu to perfect that single form until it was a flawless extension of his body. And so, Zenitsu polished that one move, over and over and over. The breaking point was swift and brutal. Cornered by upper rank 1 Kokushibo, Kaigaku was given a choice: die as a human or live as a demon. He surrendered his humanity. The news of this betrayal shattered Jigoro's spirit. The shame that his student had become a demon was too much to bear. He committed seppuku, dying a slow, agonizing death, all alone. When Zenitsu received the news, something inside him fractured. The familiar fear was burned away by grief and rage. The boy who fainted at every threat was gone. In his place stood someone else, his look of terror replaced by a cold, unsettling calm. His world narrowed to a single purpose: find Kaigaku and avenge Gramps. Inside the Infinity Castle, their reunion was inevitable. The doors slide open to reveal Kaigaku, now a demon with the mark of upper rank 6 in his eyes. He mocks Zenitsu, but the insults no longer land. When Zenitsu informs him of Jigoro's death, Kaigaku scoffs, glad the old man died in agony. That is the final straw. The fight explodes. Kaigaku unleashes his thunder-breathing forms, now twisted with black lightning from his blood demon art. But he's not fighting the same Zenitsu. This Zenitsu is awake, focused, and fueled by a righteous fury. He relies on the one form he perfected, Thunderclap and Flash. He pushes it to its limits, unleashing 6-fold and Godspeed, moving so fast he seems to teleport. Kaigaku grows desperate. He taunts Zenitsu, but Zenitsu knows the truth. His master never gave up on him, and in that moment, he knows what he must do. Thunder breathing has 6 official forms, but Zenitsu, the boy who could only master 1, was about to create something that transcended the style itself. 7th form. Kaigaku's eyes widen. There is no 7th form. Honoikazuchi no Kami. Flaming Thunder God. This technique was never taught. It was born of Zenitsu's own genius. A golden, dragon-shaped aura of lightning erupts around him as he moves at a pace that shatters perception. In one blinding instant, he has passed Kaigaku. A clean cut appears on his neck. His head slides from his shoulders, defeated by a technique he never imagined, created by the one he deemed worthless. As Zenitsu collapses, he dreams of his master. The cold fury is gone, and the boy he once was returns. He cries, apologizing for everything, asking, "Do you hate me now, Gramps?" And Jigoro, with tears on his face, gives his student the absolution he was fighting for. "Zenitsu," he says, "you are my pride and joy. He didn't just avenge his master, he honored his legacy, proving that true strength isn't about how many moves you know, but the heart you pour into.